Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. The power of being authentic. And this, I'm going to tell you what, fellas, men, being authentic is powerful because it's your true self. See, I'm going to tell you what, one of the biggest issues many men have is walking through the world with a mask on. You especially see that in social media. Everybody's presenting an image that really isn't that image. You know, they trying to pretend like there's something. And I mean, yeah, you get it on social media. You get it in the real world. I mean, got times that we seen some dude and they act like they all that. And they say they got all this going on and everything. But then I'm going to tell you what, the thing about a lie, the thing about untruth is it falls. It's always a house of cards. I don't care how big you build that house of cards. I don't care what level it gets to. All it takes is one little pluck and it all comes down. And then what do you have? Like say you build a business based on that false image. Well, let's use this space now. How often have we heard about somebody who they had built something up, built a following, but then you find out they were lying about some things. And then people lose confidence. They don't get the same attention that they once got. It's not cute. It is not. It's terrible. It can hurt them for the rest of their lives. There's people who've been caught in a lie and they've lost everything. You know, in the real world, how many ministers have presented a certain image to people, but then you find out the truth. How many politicians have fallen? How many CEOs have fallen? How many relationships have fallen? It's not good. And it's a weapon that can be used against you. Some people put on that mask or present that illusion, as a form of power, that image as a form of power to get the things that they want. And they'll get some stuff for a while. But then once it falls, boom. But I'm going to tell you what, being authentic means you're presenting your true self. See, one thing you notice with authentic people, you can't come at them for anything. You can say, well, you did this in your past. You were a bad person. And the person who is authentic, like, yeah, okay. All right, I've been telling you that. I'm the one who told you. And you're like, but you did this or you were this. Yeah. Okay. It's like, well, wait a minute. You can't mess with them. They already put it out there. They weren't hiding anything. And even if it was something that wasn't known and somebody find, well, you did this. And it was like, okay, yeah, all you had to do was ask. I would have told you. It was like, well, wait a minute. Like, you ever try to mess with somebody and they just acknowledge what you're saying and they just like, yeah, they not sad. They just acknowledge it. That's being authentic because an authentic person knows that anybody's going to make mistakes. Anybody's going to go through a bad time. What they do is own it. They just own it. They say, yeah, that was me. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, that's how I think. And the power in it is not something that's built on a lie. Like, because when someone is authentic, whatever they build is built on truth. That's solid. See, once you build on truth, that's that stone home, that stone house that can withstand even a hurricane. No matter what, it's still going to stand. Nothing can shake it. Heck, even a great earthquake can't even really move it because someone who's built authentically, somebody who's being authentic, who they are is built on truth. Those roots are deep. That foundation is deep. And that's the power in it. Because I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to tell you something. And this, on Saturdays, I don't usually bring women into it, but it's something profound my father always said. He said, you can bullshit a woman, but don't lie to them. Like, you can say something to them and the woman know it's straight bullshit, but y'all both laughing. Don't lie to them. Being honest. And just being honest in life. Even if you don't say something in a certain situation, like you don't have to go out and present everything about yourself, but don't lie about it either. Just be quiet. And if they ask, they say, you didn't ask. If you had asked, I'd have told you. That's all it is. You just being authentic. You being real. Like, that's the thing you want to be, like, out here. You want people to say, you know what? That man is real. Nah, I don't like him. I don't agree. You don't have to agree with him. But, you know, he say, you know what? He real, though. Whatever he believe in, he's sincere about it. Just like, okay. At least respect it. You know, because going through life, you want the respect. But it's hell to pay when people find out you're a lie. Because think about it, especially if you're a person that people follow, they look up to. Nothing messes with them more to know that the person that they're looking up to, the person that they're trying to emulate, is nothing but a lie. It's nothing but a bad image. But then that's just one angle of it. Being authentic, when you move through truth, nothing can stand in the way of truth. Nothing. I don't care what it is. When you speak on truth, when you stand on truth, nobody can do anything about it. This is what it is. This is how you see it. And yeah, people can say, well, yeah, it's just their personal truth. They still can't mess with it because they say, because if you're authentic, you'll just say, look, this is what I saw at the time. So this is what I'm going by. That's still authentic. Being real to yourself. Because like I said earlier, people are wearing masks out here. And it's a deep thing. It's deep. It's in our subconscious. We're pretending, and the subconscious part, that's deep. But then some people are purposely out here lying, purposely putting on an image, misleading people. They're the ones who have a price to pay. They're the ones. But when you're authentic, nothing can stand on that. Because not only you presenting it, but you also see it. That's how powerful it is. Because when you're authentic, then you can see the authentic in others. And then you can see right through some things. You can get something done. And then as you build, nothing can bring it down. Let me say that again. Nothing can bring it down because it's not a house of cards. It's a stone house, as I said earlier. That's the power. That's the power every man should go for. He should work for it. And it's tough out here because we live in a society that tries to force a mask on us. And that's understandable. Sometimes you got to wear that mask when you on some job. And that's understandable because you don't have total control. But to the greatest extent possible, even there, try to be as authentic. There have been jobs I've been on, I was ready to leave because I wasn't going to compromise who I was just for that job. Any man can do that. And generally, that's how you want to go through life. You want to be authentic, true to who you really are. Yeah, don't hide. Don't hide your face. So I want y'all to think on that, okay? Get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.